I hope there are people out there that are as passionate about this band as I am. The sublimely crafted guitar work, interweaving powerful rhythmic sections with compelling melodic phrases, complemented by bass lines which were never overbearing, powerful drumming, and a voice like no other, and how it all came together in sweetly wrapped musical packages. The production still seems so clear, and no musical parts seem out of place or out of tune. To many, these would be seen as simple, pleasant pop songs. To me, so much more. Salieri said upon hearing the music of Mozart that he was hearing the music of God. But I want it on record that Danny Sapko thinks that God sent us the Undertones. I was sitting on my own, no one rang, so I picked up the phone. Then I heard your voice, I was listening in. You were talking in the hall, wasn't there, but I heard it all. Nothing I can do, just listening in. Me, I love a parody. Please do not think I'm mocking my idols in any way. I see myself as something of a method musician. I like to get into character. I didn't have any flares or a snorkel Parker though. The Undertones consisted of chief songwriter John O'Neill and younger brother Damien on guitars, drummer Billy Doherty, bassist Mickey Bradley, and singer Feargal Sharkey. They perfected their music in the Casbah, a converted porter cabin in the heart of war-torn Derry, where you would have heard some songs you might be familiar with, some with slightly different accents.
But the people now I wanna spend some blue. Now I wanna have something to do. All my kids wanna spend some blue. All our kids want something to do.
Although some may question their punk credentials due to their melodic pop songs and ordinary attire, what could be more punk than singing about normal life in a time of war? Billy Doherty said the Clash would have killed to have been from Derry and tell stories of the Troubles. Maybe the true punks were the ones in the parkas and the jumpers, and the posers were the ones in the seditionaries with the spiky leather jackets. Anyway, if you want to know what I think, other punks may have seemed more radical, but what made the Undertones' music genuinely subversive is that it came from a place where bombs and guns were part of the walk to school, a city where an ordinary life was something that dreams were made of. Alright, I borrowed that quote, but what I really think is, emerging from the front line of a major conflict, the Undertones could claim greater cause for voicing anger and rebellion than any of their punk peers. Poignant, universal, and profoundly ordinary. Alright, I borrowed that one as well. Let's make it 3. And at a time when the charts began to open up to ever more shocking and extravagant acts, what was most remarkable about this band was that their look and their songs were so down to earth they seemed positively exotic. Yeah, like this. And although songs like that might sound simple, it took me a lot longer than I expected to learn these guitar parts by ear. There's a beautiful chord change in that one that took the opinions of 3 musicians to try and work out. I think it's this. So as fate would have it, the very same week that I decided to give up my job and really give this YouTuber and session musician thing a go, this book appeared in my usually uninteresting charity bookshop. And yes, that is of course the title of their most famous song. We're not mentioning that today though, we're going a bit deeper than that. And of course I was always aware of the Undertones before reading this, but it really cemented their place as my new favourite band. It's bittersweet for me really, reading all these fabulous tales about sleeping on railway stations, then I go on my phone and see all these modern Instagram bands. Then again, who am I to judge really? I think it's about time I started writing some songs and doing some music though. Stay tuned. I loved the innocence of the tales in this book, how none of them wanted to tour for over 2 weeks because they'd missed their girlfriends and their hometown, the electric running out and no one having 50 pence to put in the meter, while Julian Temple was filming their music video in their kitchen. And I'm hoping that this video finds its way to author Mickey Bradley, because there are rumours that this very 1975 Rickenbacker 4001 used to belong to him. I did try to mention this when I briefly met him in Leeds, but it was loud, he didn't understand my accent, and I didn't understand his. But the story goes that this thing belonged to someone from Belfast band Rudy, and then to Mickey Bradley, and then somehow ended up here. If you are watching, Mickey, is there any truth to this, or is it complete Also, if you're watching, Mickey, can I come backstage at your Home Firth gig next week and meet the band? Alright, I won't push me luck. Mickey Bradley's finest bass moment came in the song Tearproof. Check out the panning in the intro. Undertones now tour with singer Paul McClune, who I think is doing an incredible job. When I saw him live last year, a fella turned round to me called Marcus with a C and recognised me as that Gear for Music guy, not the legendary bass YouTuber, and I promised him I'd do an Undertones video. So here you are, Marcus with a C. I've now seen every Undertone in the flesh as Feargal Sharkey came to give a speech in nearby Ilkley. The crowd was 98% river activists and 2% punk rockers. In an interview about the band, Feargal said they were constantly under pressure to keep rewriting that first album of mainly 3-chord songs, which they weren't prepared to do. And I'm glad of that because there are fantastic songs on all their albums, and to me their second record is where their musicianship really shines through. Sorry about the dodgy Derry accent impression. It really wouldn't have sounded good in Yorkshire though. HYP, I'm hypnotised! I'm unable to monetize videos such as this one due to copyright reasons, so it'd mean the world to me if you could help out a very poor YouTuber by leaving a donation. Link in the description. I'm hoping this video will appeal to Undertones fans of old, and hopefully some new ones as well. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to leave you with this. My good friend Johnny Lorimer said he was disappointed upon hearing the new Undertones single Wednesday Week in 1980, as it wasn't heavy enough for him. Yeah, well, he was there and I weren't. So this outro's for you, I've heavied it up a bit. And if some of you watched this video and thought, that kick and that snare sound exactly like the real thing, that's because they are. I nicked the sample from the first album. Haha. See you next time.